I worked in casinos in America for 11 years. So I worked with all different races of women. And something very interesting when I worked there, I would watch the men on who they liked at the casino. What type of girl did they like? What did the woman look like? What was their personality? Were they tough? Were they strong? Were they very sweet and quiet and shy? It was an eye opener for me. Most of the guys, I don't know if gamblers or people who like to gamble are a good sample size, but I think it's true from things I saw growing up. Men really like women with bubbly personalities, right? Blondes have more fun, and that's why men like them. That's from the 1940s and 50s, 60s in America. And I think that still holds true. Personality is so important. I had a really cute Filipino girl that I worked with. Oh, she was so cute. She was young. She hardly ever made tips because she couldn't talk. And she was very shy. And she would just give little smiles. I thought she was so cute. And, but most of the guys did not like that quiet girl that was shy, even though so cute. They liked the ones that were more loud and fun. I worked with a girl that was very mean when she dealt. If somebody lost money when they were gambling, she would just tell the guy, "Oh, you suck. You don't know how to play blackjack. Go home." I couldn't believe it. And the guys would just laugh and they would just tip her. Even they were losing money, they would tip her because they liked her so much. Because she had such a outgoing, strong personality. And she was okay looking. She wasn't anything great. I think she was a Cambodian girl, a little thick, you know, a good looking girl, a six and a half, something, but nowhere as cute as some of the other women I worked with. And yet she made so much more money because she was so strong and made guys laugh and so confident. And I think a lot of guys, some of my friends too, love really strong, confident women. It's not for me. I like confident, but I don't like too strong. Personally, me. Uh, but that could be anyone. I mean, there are definitely girls in all these countries I've been to that are extremely strong that I don't like. Doesn't matter what race. Uh, it doesn't matter what age. Although I think younger girls are generally usually nicer than older. I know as I get older, I've noticed that I can get grumpier than I was when I was younger, for sure. It's something I have to constantly fight, is to not get too grumpy. But back to the women thing. If you're looking for women, I have not lived in America for 7 years, but I've been back at least once every year for about a month each time. And there's still a lot of beautiful women in America, but I hear all these guys complaining about the women in America. I don't know if it's really that bad or if it's just kind of blown out of proportion, but I'm sure it's about personality because I'm from Seattle, which is a really fit city. So, of course, there's a lot of thin, attractive women there. And where I stay, is a place kind of upper middle class. So there's a lot of women with money, which that usually tends to have more attractive women when they have money. I don't know why that is, but it is that way. So anyway, um, but when you go to these countries, it's a numbers game, right? Of course, there's beautiful women in America, but to find one that you fit with, that doesn't have a boyfriend or isn't married or doesn't need somebody that makes 200 grand a year, because that's not me, that's not most guys, right? That's the advantage when you come to these other countries. You don't have to make as much money. That's number one. Number two, the big benefit here, the big advantage, I'm stumbling as I say it, is there's just so many more attractive women that are available. And here, it's a myth that everyone's looking for a foreign guy in these countries. That is absolutely not true. But there is a portion in each one of these countries I've been to that are looking for a foreign guy. I would say the only exception that I've ever seen where most of the women really like, in my case, Americans, was Canada, of all places, Vancouver. So then you just have to make your choice after that as a man. Where is the best place for you? I'm going to say first thing, go with your gut. Listen to your gut, but also some information. If you want that, I can help. I can't tell you about your gut, but all of these countries have beautiful women. But if you like thin women, of course, Asia is going to be easier for you because they're everywhere in Thailand and Vietnam. If you like more round girls physically, if you like, kind of hourglass shaped women, Nicki Minaj style, Colombia is the place to be. If you want somebody a little bit in between, Peru, if you like Spanish women, you have Mexico. Mexico, oddly enough, I had almost no luck in Mexico with dating. So I was a little shocked, but they're not real keen on Americans there, on dating Americans. I don't know why that is. Where I was Puerto Vallarta, which maybe they just think you're only there temporarily. But I was there for a few months, 3 months. And then I went to Querétaro in the middle of Mexico. But I can't tell you about Mexico City because I've never stayed there. But Querétaro, which is a beautiful city, I think it's the second safest city in North America. Oddly enough, that's where a lot of the cartels send their family members to live to be safe. So people are terrified to commit crime on people because they don't want to commit crime on a member of a cartel family because that pretty much does it for you. You're checking out. So it's an interesting story I heard from a couple guys. I don't know if that's 100% true, but if you know, you can put it in the comments. But so it's a numbers game, like I said. You come over to Asia, most of the women are not going to be interested in you as a foreigner, but there are going to be some that are, and the ones that are very interested. They maybe don't want the culture, or maybe they're looking to get out of the country, or they like the adventure of dating a foreigner. So Vietnam and Thailand and the Philippines, South Korea, Japan, they're all a little different. I don't know anything about China really, but I do know about those 5 countries. I know a little bit about Singapore and Malaysia, they're all different in some ways. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. And thanks for sticking through to the end of the video. I appreciate it. Okay, you guys, talk to you later.